Hey, before you ask me one thing,
Before I ask you,
But you ask me, I'm going to say you're brilliant.
oh, thank you.
You're brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you. I
And-
appreciate that. Thank you.
And, you're going to be, if you ever get, tired of not doing this, my living room's always open. Come over.
Can I tell you,
Anytime.
that would be so much fun. Just the
I'm
Daily
not
Show for
paying
one
you, though. That's
person.
the thing.
You're not paying me?
I'm not paying you, man. You just got to show up do
that
it.
would be fun. I would do that. It's like Daily Show for one person at their house. That's actually an idea that I'll just do that. Individual shows with people.
I like that.
Just be addressing it to you.
Perfect.
But first, Michael, let's kick things off
Let's
with
go.
the story. You can even ask questions. Welcome to the show.
Thank you,
I
man.
feel like you make that offer to me, but you wouldn't have the time for me to come to your house and do that because there are few people I know who have more jobs than you do. You retired from football
Yeah.
to do everything else. To do everything
I
else.
retired to get more jobs.
That's essentially what you did, right? So you're working in television, and it's all types of television. You've got like morning television, you've got sports television, you've got a clothing line, you've got a skincare line now,
Yeah.
you've got a podcast. So let's start with the podcast because that's one of the newest
Yeah.
aspects of what you're doing. Talk me through the history of the NFL because so many sports are popular.
Yeah.
But football has a special place in America. What do you think it is about football that makes it what it is in American history?
It's violent.
Wow.
I'm joking, man. It's controlled aggression.
Okay,
I call
okay.
it controlled aggression. But I think we love football so much because, it's American football, the podcast, and it goes back to the origin of the game. And
Yes.
football was a white-collar sport back in the day.
Yeah, I was shocked to
But
find
they
that out.
wouldn't let the blue-collar guys play, so they created their own league to compete. And now it's kind of turned into, it's blue-collar guys playing, getting paid white-collar salaries. It's kind of, if you think about it, the game has changed, but we dove back into things that I didn't know about the game of football.
Right.
I just kind of assumed I'm a player. I love the game, but when you go back and look at the origin, how it was founded, and the way that they had to go and get around the system to create some of these teams, and to have Kate Mara come in and narrate it,
That is amazing.
who was a part of two football dynasties, the Giants and the Steelers through her family. It was like a dream project for me because without the NFL, I wouldn't be sitting here with you. It gave me a completely different life than I ever expected. But to dive back into the history of the game and understand how far it's come, but where it began, and it's totally different than what I expected, I hope people will tune in so that they can learn a little bit more about what we love so much, which is American football.
But what I love about the podcast is that it's not just about the sport. So if you don't like the sport, the podcast is still amazing because it delves into history, it delves into classism, it delves into these battles between who has and who doesn't, and who should and who shouldn't be. It's a fascinating story. And as you talk about the progression of football, it made me wonder, you're one of the few people who's had the span of career that you had in football, playing for 15 years?
15 years. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, tell me about it. I know. It's crazy.
So I would love to know, as somebody who witnessed the game up close for 15 years, would you change anything about football now? Or if you could wave a magic wand and change 3 things about football tomorrow, what would they be?
I would wave a magic wand and make it so that I could play for a lot longer.
So you're going back?
Yeah, I want to go back with body, man. You know what you miss? You know what you miss? You miss physically dominating another man.
Okay. Someone's going to clip that sentence and take it out of context? I mean, you enjoy it. I love it. Because Michael's like, I miss hugging another man so hard. And just loving him as hard as I could.
But I do miss that. I miss the competitiveness of it. I miss the physicality. I would probably wave my magic wand and I like what they're doing though when it comes to like injuries in the brain and all these different things. I like what they're doing there. There's not much. I don't know how much you can change the game because I almost feel like in some aspect you change it so much it takes away from what it was.
Okay, what would you change in and around the game? So, for instance, one of the things that always threw me, and I might be wrong.
Yeah,
in
you
this,
tell me. What throws you about football?
I was always thrown by this is the fact that like if you got injured playing football. It was just over for you, and then you don't get the money that was promised to you, but you got injured playing the sport.
You don't get guaranteed contracts unless certain guys now are getting them.
Okay, so that's changing.
Or you get as much money as you can up front of your signing bonus so they can't release you so early because they're going to get some money out of you by making you play.
Okay.
And that was the one thing. Yeah, I would probably change the guarantees and contracts because basketball has them.
Yes.
Baseball has them. But the problem with football that they see is that if you guarantee the money, there are 60-something guys on a team. So if you have that many guys on injured reserve, how can you economically afford to have that many guys? I know. That's their argument. I didn't say they were right.
Okay.
Trust me, I would have loved guaranteed money.
I'm just saying, anyone who has billions going like, I don't know where I'm getting it from. You have billions.
Can you get this cup of coffee?
Before I let you go, I want to talk about one of your latest ventures, which is your skincare line.
Yeah, man.
You know, you have beautiful skin.
Thank you.
You really do. And this is another opportunity I don't think a lot of people would have thought of a long time ago. People would have said, like, a football player, Michael Strahan, blah, blah, and then it's like the skincare line of Michael Strahan. I like this. It's all sides of you.
Yeah, the guys who like to dominate other men. Yes. It's skincare now.
Yes.
Well, you know what it is? It's like, to me,
other men with your skincare.
Yes.
Look at these pores. Look at them.
But you know, it all started with the clothing line. And it was like, okay, I'm on TV, I'm always in suits and stuff, so it was like a confidence thing, man. You want to feel good like you. You look good, you feel good, right? You perform better. And I think that skincare was a missing link, at least for me, because everything I've done has always been about my life and my lifestyle. I don't do anything that isn't authentically me.
Right.
So it was about skincare and having a routine that is easy to do, because I'm kind of lazy about that.
Which I think is most men. Like every single friend of mine, every woman I talk to who's a friend, I go, oh, they go, what do you do for your skincare? And I go, I wash the face and I leave the house. And
yeah.
Like it's always the shock and the what's your routine? There's no, and then I got taught, it's like, no, you need to respect it and treat. So what's the routine? How many steps?
So we have 5 products.
Yeah.
So we have a face wash.
This would be great. You could do one of those YouTubes, like, so everyone's been asking me about my skincare routine. I'm Michael Strahan. You could be doing that right now. I think it would be amazing.
In circles.
Right. Tell me.
So
what's the
we
routine?
have the face wash.
Okay.
Which every day, easy routine. You take a shower. You wash your face.
Yes. Right.
And then you have the face and neck moisturizer. You get out.
Face and neck moisturizer.
Yeah. Yes. You know.
You do the neck as well.
Yeah. You can do
fine.
that.
Okay. I'll do the neck.
All up in here. All up in here.
Okay.
Look at my neck. I'm 82 years old. Look at that neck. So you got the face and neck moisturizer, and then if you have a beard, like I got a beard, I put the beard oil on.
You got beard oil?
Beard oil, yeah.
Wow.
Man. Gotta keep that beard silky and soft. You don't know who you may rub up into, you know what I'm saying? So that's the second thing I did that could be.
I am loving this.
That could be messed up, man. And then after that, we have our saving gel, like a saving lotion.
Okay.
And it's clear, so that you can actually see when you shave where exactly you're shaving. Because that was always the thing.
Right.
I finished shaving, like one's up here, the other's down there. And then we have our post-shave, balm. So nice, easy put on, doesn't really sting your face.
Okay.
But it's a very simple thing, man. And for me, it takes less time than brushing my teeth. So, I always say they may not be together, but they're clean. I can tell you that.
But dude, thank you again.
I appreciate
Thank you for joining me on the show. As always, thank you for being so wonderful.
Thank you.